I wanted to start with an epic opener. This is part of a 1-minute video I made for G2 in exchange for a kit and a discount code for my subscribers. Now this code's only going to be active for 90 days. I'll link to it in the cards in the upper right and take it down when it expires. This code will be especially useful to anyone who wants to color match their factory paint. WorkPlayDrive has an exclusive 7% discount for you guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. Search for WorkPlayDrive. Don't forget to tag me if you guys are doing some G2 work or anything cool. If you're not on Instagram, I'm also on Facebook, WorkPlayDrive392. I love to see the creative stuff you guys come up with. This is not going to be a how-to install video. I'll link to that one in the cards in the upper right corner now. I want to do a 6-month review and address a few questions that have come up and just show off some of my latest work. I am a big G2 fan. Their paint was one of the most noticeable changes I've made. Of course it's orange on a black car, but yeah, whatever. My first video was a kit I received from my kids on Father's Day. My social media posts and videos got G2's attention. My car was their Facebook header image for a while now and might still be. For this project, I was given a free kit. Now I want to make something very clear. As much as I like free stuff, I do not fake good reviews for free product. So the orange was painted back in June. This paint's about 6 months old. Only cleaned with normal car wash suds. I have wheel cleaning video coming out very soon. Once it's up, I'll drop a card in the upper right. G2 went on easy both times. It was a very relaxing install. At the 6-month mark, they've held up very well with the exception of a tiny chip I'll show later on. This is from someone who felt it necessary to do a burnout while leaving Cars and Coffee last month. This resulted in a small chip in my G2, 3 chips in my rim, and 1 in my fender. Since all 3 surfaces were chipped, I can say G2 is pretty strong. And the good news is I was able to cover that chip with my new vinyl. And now for the questions. Why didn't I paint the whole caliper in orange? Personally, I felt the orange was too busy for the whole front caliper, so I went with a black accent, which turned out really well. Clear coat. I did not clear coat my orange application. In fact, it's not recommended to clear coat G2. G2 is a high heat epoxy paint, and adding a clear coat spray on top of that, it's not going to last as long. It may yellow and actually ruin your finish. This includes clear coating over your vinyl or logos. In my last video, I mentioned splitting the kit. This is also not recommended. The kit's measured exactly to give you a successful install. If you split the kit and do not measure it exactly, you may wind up with a poor application. Just borrow some jack stands, or they're about $20 to $30 a piece. You can go pick some up and, I don't know, who knows, return them when you're done. Do the whole car at once or buy 2 separate kits. Where did I get my vinyl? The carbon fiber giraffes I printed myself with some eBay vinyl. Then I met the dudes over at Lux Auto Concepts and upgraded to some reflective black vinyl. If you want custom vinyl for your calipers, you can reach out to Lux Auto Concepts. I'll put the contact info in this description. Their new vinyl printer has been doing some pretty insane designs. Don't go covering up your hard work with an eBay sticker when you can get some custom color or multicolor printed vinyl decals. I had a few people ask why I didn't use primer. G2 is an epoxy-based paint, so primer's not needed. In fact, it may have a bad effect on the life of your application. So it's best to put the G2 over the original braking surface. After you, of course, you clean it up and follow the cleaning steps. Some other people asked, what if you want to coat over your existing G2 application? If you want to change your color or, just get a new look altogether, all you need to do is just scuff up the area with fine or medium grit sandpaper to give the new application a surface to stick to. You don't need to remove the old application. Alright, next one. Does painting over the 2 front bolts cause issues with changing the pads of the rotors? Now this answer is for the 4-piston Brembos shown here. No, these bolts are used to disassemble the caliper assembly. The unpainted bolts on the back are used to remove them to change the rotors, and the pads are removed using the push pins. Speaking of the pads, I got a video coming up removing the brake pads to deal with the Brembo squeal. I'll link to that in the cards in the upper right as well once that video goes live. Alright, that covers just about everything. Hope this video was brief and informative. If so, gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.